All right, cool. So me and Ian, we're gonna be breaking down the welterweight rankings in our own opinion, yeah. So we're just gonna start with the most obvious and easiest one.
Elite level. Yeah.
Has to be champ, and I mean he's dominant. We just seen Kamzat lose. I mean, this guy's got to be the best wrestler in UFC right now, surely.
And even if JDM isn't elite level, he showed the difference, the gap between what an elite guy does to a contender. So 100%.
And then obviously Pratt has beaten JDM. So if you want to go straight to JDM, what we're gonna say, he's a step below elite level, or
Yeah.
would you put him in a solid contender? Honestly,
I think I'd put him at the back end of step below the elite because he did have that
okay.
Bilal fight, and I think Bilal's step below the elite.
They had their fight, which was a war. It was a close fight. That title fight, JDM versus Bilal, it was a tough fight.
Yeah.
They both inflicted a lot of damage on each other. Let's be honest, yeah. And like for Bilal to even stand with you for 5 rounds and bang and not really implement no wrestling,
Yeah.
it's a bit mad.
When he did implement the wrestling, he got the takedowns too.
Exactly that. His performance against Bilal was very good, impressive. So I won't lie, he is in the elite level right now, and he could be the most elite. If he does win this fight, there's rumored for what 330 to fight there. I reckon if he does pull off the upset, even though I don't believe it, yeah. But I won't deny there's a huge possibility of him doing it. If he can deny the takedowns, damn.
I'll just say this isn't another JDM. How people will have you believe it's just not. Even if you're picking Islam, this isn't a guy with JDM takedown defense. It's a step above.
Oh, I think Ian Gary would definitely beat JDM. Like, I wouldn't have no doubt in my mind if that was a matchup that got put in the future, I'd definitely pick Ian Gary. So, I mean, yeah, I'd definitely give Ian Gary a way better chance of winning this fight than JDM. And I will compare it to this. What happened to DDP from Kamzat, but then what happened to Sean with Kamzat? This is what I would compare this to.
Yeah.
JDM is DDP, and Ian is Sean in this situation. Yeah. I reckon he can definitely give Islam a good go.
And I think if one has an off night and one has a slightly better night, I think it even gives Ian a better shot. Like Hamzat with the bad weight cut, if the same sort of thing happens. Yeah.
Yeah, you're right with that. We'll move on. We gotta put my boy up there.
Elite level, yeah.
Gotta put him up there. I mean, I was thinking about this last night. As much as I'd think that Pratters has a better chance over Ian at Islam, yeah, he doesn't. He just has the way better puncher's chance, and that's just the truth. He just has the way better puncher's chance, and in a rematch of Ian Gary versus Carlos Pratters, I would take Pratters to do it. I generally think he would finish him. He almost did it in round 5. Like, I know it's your favorite fighter, yeah, but that's a fight I want to see next year.
Yeah.
But I think we're gonna be on hold for fights because after this, if Islam does beat Ian, I just don't see Ilya not fighting Islam next. Yeah. You get what I'm trying to say? And this is gonna slow the division down.
It shouldn't out against all these contenders. No way.
It shouldn't be allowed. He should have to actually defend against Pratters or Morales after Ian if he does win. Yeah, that's if he beats Ian. Yeah, but he should have to do that. But if he don't and they put him against Ilya, I mean, as a fan, I won't be angry. That's a fight I want to see, and I think a lot of fans would agree. We want to see Ilya versus Islam. Innit? We need to know who's the best fighter in the UFC right now. That's the decider.
Yeah,
obviously elite. He's going an elite level. He is. Them 3 people there are people that you can see the gold belt strapped around their waist.
Yeah.
All 3 of them.
And I'd say the next guy in the list who's at step below the elite, he ran through in 3 minutes. So it shows the levels.
And Sean Brady does call that a fluke, yeah. So I agree with that. I will put him there. But his last fight against Buckley, I mean, it was a more dominant performance than Usman did on Buckley.
Yeah.
Way more dominant. Way more. And that's scary. That's actually scary. Like, this guy might actually improve every fight. And I mean, yeah, getting knocked out by Bilal, people always going to bring that up. I reckon they beat Bilal in a rematch. I do.
I genuinely do see it as a striker versus grappler, even though they're both grapplers. Bilal's always going to want to keep that foot in the feet.
His grappling is a different level, though. I won't
Yeah.
deny it. Like, what was he? He was the first person to sub Leon Edwards as well.
Yeah. And it was on a week's notice, so.
It's crazy. No, I respect him. I can't lie. The fight I do want to see next is this, and I want to put him on the elite level.
Nah, I don't
Why
think.
though? He's what is he? Is he 29-1
All
or
these guys have
30-1?
proved it, innit? These guys have all proved it.
He's proven it.
Has he?
Alright, cool. Neil Magny's soul in his pocket. But the two guys next to him in this list both finished Neil Magny.
I get
Ian
you, but
went
I'm
to
saying
decision
all
with him,
these
yeah?
guys have fought a guy on their level or below. Every single person. Where's Yoel's best victory in tier 4?
Yeah, I get. Alright,
He
cool.
is very
Well,
good.
alright, cool. I agree to put him there, yeah?
Yeah.
But in my mind, yeah, he's definitely elite level, and I think he would cause problems for Prates and Morales, and he
Yeah.
just needs the opportunity to fight one of them. That's all I'm saying.
I
Me
agree.
personally, he should be fighting Brady next.
Yeah.
That's a fair fight. If they're both good at the same skill, why not put them in the ring together and see who comes out on top?
It's fair.
Like, people think Brady should fight up, but I think that should be the fight to me. If Brady wins that, put him up there, innit? He deserves a massive.
With how cutthroat welterweight division is, you can't just win one fight and fight up. You know?
But the truth is, and this is the truth, and no one likes to admit it, but Morales versus Brady was actually for the next title shot. It really was. Like, it doesn't matter what anyone says. Brady just beat the former champ, subbed him, Leon. He is ranked 2 at that moment, yeah? That was literally meant to be the person that fights for the belt, winner of that fight, and Morales smoked him. As we see, round 1, done it quick. He should have been the guy fighting for the belt, and he should have fought already. But obviously, because of what's happened since, Ian's gonna fight for it, and
Yeah.
Ian does deserve it. I won't deny it. I think all 3 of them men in the elite level deserve the title shot.
Yeah.
But Morales was really told that he was gonna get it from that fight with Brady.
I feel like I've been stepped below the elite.
And I
I
have to
feel
put
like
him
he's
there,
the worst
man.
guy there, but I think he still just makes it.
But his run was still something
I
else,
think
man.
everyone we're about putting solid contenders, he beats most of them quite simply.
Yeah, he does. He does. Who is his next fight? He didn't get the Medic fight, did he?
And
So
that was supposed to be. It's weird now. It's really
wonder what
weird.
they're gonna do with. That's such a step down for him. And I
Yeah.
mean, yeah, I know the guy's on a
Medic fight
mad
was
loss
perfect.
streak.
It's really MVP.
That's the fight I want to see the most. I think that makes the most fair sense. Like, just do it. 2 Brits is gonna be a banger. They may as well do another event this year in the UK and just put them against each other. It's gonna sell. It's gonna sell. And let's be real, they're both kickboxers. It's just a perfect matchup. I mean, Usman next, we got to put him on the same level.
Do we? Because he beat Buckley by 3-2. Brady just shown what you do to Buckley if you're elite, and he lost to Leon
Alright, cool.
twice.
Saying that, he's getting slapped there then.
Yeah, but low down there, I think Usman's the top solid contender.
I won't write off Usman because I seen what his confirmed next fight is, and he has every chance to become a double champ. And I won't write him off for that. I believe this guy will train harder than he's ever has to beat DDP. And if he does that, he's gonna have to fight for the title. That's second ranked in the division. Like, if you put DDP against a Mammoth next year and that fight happened, winner that's gonna fight for the belt, right?
Yeah.
So if Usman's taking a Mammoth's place, yeah, and a Mammoth is gonna fight Sean next, Usman really could get that title fight.
Yeah.
So
the DDP fight is a stylistically good fight too, even if he's not on that level.
I'll put him there, but I still think he should be here.
I know, man. I just think it's rough. I don't think he beats anyone above there. Look, everyone above Leon, I think, beats him.
Bonfim next fights this weekend against Bilal. He's a solid contender. I think he's 19-1.
Yeah, he's solid. He's a top 10, 15 level guy. He's good.
I thought he lost to Wonderboy, personally.
Fair. It was a really close fight. See what he did to Brown since Brown's like top 25. He showed the levels, but I don't think
he got knocked out by Nicholas Dalby. That's who his loss was. How could I forget? Yeah, that was a bad loss. But since then, he showed. He is there, innit? He's there. This Bilal fight does make sense for him. Yeah. Like, as a jump up, he does need to step up. He does, yeah. So, I don't think he wins this weekend. But I won't deny that his submission is live this whole weekend. Because Bilal is not a finisher. So the truth is, how good is Bonfim's gas tank gonna be? And can he pull it off later rounds? He
I'm
might.
seeing
He
an
might
Aljo
just.
versus Alal type fight.
I feel like Bilal's gonna want to strike with him though.
I feel like he can box with him if he just stays in that boxing range and shoots a takedown every now and then. I think it's a pretty simple win, unless he
So
gets subbed.
what we saying about Mike Malott then?
Solid contender,
Seriously.
low down, but yeah.
He only beat Gilbert Burns, man. Like,
And
oh,
who's Bonfim beat?
that's what I'm saying. I couldn't even really tell you, bro. Chaos Williams, yeah,
Now
the Wonder
Medic's better
Boy.
than them both.
His Randy Brown win in his last fight was very good, though.
Yeah, but Randy Brown just lost to Kevin Holland. Like,
Yeah, but that was a sloppy fight.
Hmm.
Medics is gonna have to be a solid contender to you, then, surely.
I feel like he's ahead.
That guy is a hit and miss guy. He's a round one or not, basically. Like, what? You don't think he beats D-Rod in his hometown?
I think he smokes D-Rod.
Exactly. Like, he's gonna go high up the rankings, but D-Rod is at the bottom of the barrel, being ranked 15, innit? So coming up to D-Rod, where are we putting him?
Go to PFL, bro. It's time.
Yeah. If he gets knocked out in round one, it's not gonna be a good look. The fact that they're giving him a main event is a bit wild.
Great. I think Joel's still a prospect, even though he just lost to Amasov. He's 17-2. He's 1-1. He only lost to a guy who's a step below the elite. So,
Yeah, but he lost to Arman early on, and I'm not saying Arman's bad.
Losing to Arman and Amasov doesn't really prove you're not a decent contender.
Yeah, but this is him moving up a weight, you know.
26th Luke won a fight the weight class up.
Yeah,
Stopped in the first round, really.
I won't write him off. I'll say, yeah, we can put him in the prospect rankings. Yeah. We can do that. I'm happy with that. He has to be there, and I hope from the bottom of my heart, yeah, that this guy comes back and just does exactly where he left off. Goes back to winning ways, finishing everyone apart from Ian Gary. Wow, big deal. We get. He survived the onslaught for 5 rounds. But
onslaught's a bit crazy.
But the guy's a marauder. Like, he is, man. That's a dangerous guy. He is a dangerous fighter.
The thing is, I'm looking down everyone below elite level. Shavkat smokes them. He does smoke them. Amasov's the most interesting fight. Apart from that, it's complete domination.
He easily beats Pratters.
I think that I don't know about that one.
Nah, man, he does. I believe that. He's got all the tools. He's got every tool. He was
getting rocked by straight shots by Jeff Neal.
Yeah, but then he finished him on the feet with a sub.
This ain't Jeff Neal. Like, if Price catches you and wobbles you, you're kind of done.
Bro, Jeff Neal was actually good.
Jeff Vision's the elite level. They've all improved, and Shavkat's been stale. He's not done nothing.
So alright, cool.
He's elite level, I agree, but the bottom end of it right now.
That's calm then. He can stay there.
I feel like he's okay, but he's not. His future's not good. I don't think. I feel whack him in there, to be honest. He should move to 185. A couple fights go, I think.
That would be a good shout. That actually would be a good shout, to be honest.
This guy's a prospect.
Yeah, 100%. His fight was entertaining, but he's not a better prospect than this guy right here. This is the real prospect. Yeah, I'm gonna put him at the front. That's the most interesting prospect right now. The model that can knock man out, and it's not just that. All his brothers are fighters too. Like, it's a very, very weird family. Yeah, man. He just had his fight booked, didn't he?
Yeah.
Either way, I'm excited to see him fight. And if we talk about another prospect, that's definitely got to go in there. Jacoby Smith.
He's that guy's an animal. Kevin Holland, I think.
Sadly, I believe that. But then,
if a good Kevin shows up, it's interesting. But
so I'm saying, man,
I even pick a good Kevin to beat him, and a bad one gets completely destroyed.
I mean, Kevin Holland, bruv, I'll put him at solid contender.
Yeah, I agree.
He's always gonna be around. Like, this guy fights so much. He has the most fights combined in the shortest amount of time. And because he's a guy that the UFC cool. Doesn't matter if he's on the couch, smoking, drinking. He's gonna take the call and he's gonna take the fight 2 weeks, 1 week. He's that guy. So that's why I got a lot of respect
And
for
let's
Kevin
be real,
Holland.
I think he beat D-Rod, and the Malott fight he would have won if he didn't get kicked in the nuts. So I can't put him anywhere lower.
Agreed.
He won't be there in 6 months. We can pray.
I mean, Wonder Boy, what do we do with him, man?
I think right now he's like bottom of solid contenders, but he's just. I say you need to
He's
get away
old.
from UFC. He's lost like
Yeah.
5 out of his last 6 fights, and the
I
future's not
still
known.
think he can beat a lot of people, though, man.
I think he can, but he's just not going to be giving them fights. Let's be real. He's going to even aura boy or some shit.
Oh, bye. If they did that to him, that would actually make me sad. 6, yeah.
Yeah.
But his losses, Shavkat, Buckley, and then the split decision robbery against Bonfim,
Yeah.
which I don't care what anyone says. He won that fight against Bonfim. I believe it. I watched that fight. I watched it back. That was a good fight, and
Do you think
I would have gave
Wonderboy's
it to
going to come
Wonderboy.
back that version of himself, or slightly 2% worse?
No,
Which will
never. He ain't
allow him
even
to lose again.
had a fight since July last year. So if he has a fight, yeah, probably July this
He's like
year,
43
maybe
or something
August.
too, right? 42, 43.
I like him, and I think he's a good fighter. But I'm gonna put him there. Yeah, no disrespect to Wonderboy. Yeah, but I would just rather see him go to PFL or something, and just beat up some cans over there. Just get a nice 3 wins and just call it a day. You know, he's a legend regardless of all that. He's a legend and probably the nicest fighter in UFC history. But other than that, I'm gonna get to this guy next because we're gonna just get through a few prospects. Jonathan Mikhailov is
100%.
definitely a prospect. Definitely.
Yeah.
I mean, he beat Oban Elia in his last fight. That was convincing. And even his first fight, I think it was Kevin Jussat. As soon as I watched that fight and I was watching it live, I had a feeling he's going to get quite far. There's a lot of Aussies and New Zealand people on the rise right now as well, yeah. But he's definitely one of them to look out for.
I don't feel like he's quite there yet.
Low key there, but
Yeah,
that Rebecca loss would just keep him there.
Yeah.
But
He
that
also
was
hasn't had that next fight to prove himself, so I feel like he is still a prospect.
it makes sense, innit? But that Jack Hermanson win was, that was disgusting. That knockout was actually dirty. And we've got Gene here. I'm gonna put him in the prospect rankings as well. Yeah. I think he can go far. He's got a good personality as well.
Alex Prow's training partner here. Alex Prow.
Yusri. No, Yusri's middleweight. He ain't here.
Oh.
Yusri's fighting Adesanya next. That's so dark, man. Like his win was the best
completely
ever.
done. I'll be real. Just his mentality and everything.
Is he? Nah, man. I feel like he's in like the Tony Ferguson state right now, where he still believes he's elite and he still believes he can.
I don't know how people picked him against Pyfer. I didn't see it at all.
He was doing good and he looked good up until he didn't.
He just doesn't care. Like, it's not a thing of he can't do it. He won't do it. So
yeah, but I think he's still got it in him. I just don't know. Huh?
Does he want to really go on a run and try and for him to win fights? He has to fight like he used to, safe approach, loads like. I feel like he just wants to have bangers where he's going to lose.
Jeff Neal, where are we putting Jeff Neal, man? He's like, what do we really think of Jeff Neal?
I think it might be over.
You think it's over?
I think it depends on his next fight, but the chin's just gone. It's so gone.
This is an interesting one. Sam,
I feel like he's a prospect. Like 5-1, he'll be back. But
no one thinks that MVP fight was good. And like it was boring, right?
The thing is, if MVP was on this list, I'd be putting him in step below the elite or solid contender.
MVP is definitely a step below elite, and he's just a frustrating fight. That's what he is. He's frustrating. If you got wrestling, you're calm. If you ain't, long night.
But as soon as the fight was announced, it was just a rough night. The second you just knew MVP was going to blitz him, and he couldn't touch him.
Where do we put Jake Matthews?
I feel it's weird, right? Because he's been here a while. I feel like he's sort of a prospect.
We just watched him this weekend.
I feel like
he was mauling the guy for 3 rounds.
Yeah, I feel like he's still a prospect. He was like a 5-1 favourite against Neil Magny for a reason. He's looked very good in his last 4 or 5 fights. I'm putting Magny inside the contenders personally. He's beat Jeff Neal. He beat Jake Matthews.
Yeah, but he's kind of washed, man.
Is he? Who's he? Out of his last 6 fights, he's lost to Ian Gary, Shavkat, Pratis and Amosov, his last 10
Yeah,
fights.
but he lost his ranking to Amosov. That I'm pretty sure that was his last fight to stay ranked. That was his chance
And then
to
he comes
prove.
back,
And
he's a big
obviously they
underdog,
threw him
and he
to
gets a
killers.
guy
Yeah,
slightly worse, and he wins.
I can't lie. I'd rather put him in the bottom. You know, I think it's
Do you
better
really
to
think
go
he's
to a
done? I
different
think he'll be back.
organization. Just call it a day. He was a gatekeeper for many years. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this guy gatekeeped all 4 of these elite level. Like every single one, he was ranked, and most of them weren't ranked, or they needed to step up to get top 10 or top 15. He was that stepping stone. Even for Amosov, he was the stepping stone. He's actually been the stepping stone for everyone. He did beat Jake Matthews and Zaleski as well, and then lost back to Pratters and Morales round 1. Beat Mike Malott in that mad turnaround,
That's
bro.
what I'm
That was
saying.
probably
I
recently.
think if you don't put him against elite level, he's competitive with everyone,
Do you know
basically.
what? I'm gonna leave him there. That's fair enough. What?
Like, people look at him as this easy win. He's literally been fighting the best of the best for years. And
But
if
what do you
not,
think
he
about
wins.
Chaos Williams though?
Um,
Because I'm not
I
gonna
don't know,
lie,
man.
that fight that he just had, he rocked him.
You're a prospect to be a top 10. You're a prospect to be a top 25. I feel like he's a prospect. Yeah.
He
He's not
lost
as
to
good as some of these others.
Bonfim and Randy Brown on a split.
Yeah.
But then, yeah, his last fight, I mean, you're knocking people out like that. They're going to keep you around. They're going to give you a next banger. I mean, he looked very locked in his last fight. Very
Yeah.
locked in. But he's too old to be called a prospect, man.
Yeah,
32.
to be fair.
I mean, is there anyone else on this list that I feel we're missing that I want to include on this? Not really. That's a solid list for me. I like that. I like the look of that. Like, when I'm looking at it now, yeah, I agree with it all. 100%. When you're looking at it right now, there's a perfect list.
Yeah.
Step below elite, the bottom half of the top 10. Yes, I would definitely say that.
I
But,
feel like switch around the solid contenders a bit, maybe, but if you're not bothered about the
yeah, if
order.
I did it in order, I would obviously be...
Since the Islam, the Islam fight was just a stylistic thing to me, but I never believed in JDM. I thought it was such a weird title win. For me, obviously I'm biased. Gary vs Shavkat was the title fight, the higher level fight.
But that's what I'm saying. Shavkat, because of the injury and that, he was really meant to fight, Bilal for that belt.
Yeah.
He would have been champ.
Yeah.
This guy would have been champ, bro. And if Islam would have moved up and beat him, I don't know. But
And in solid contenders go Usman, Medic, Malott. Second. Right now, I know he's had a bit of up and down career, but I feel like he's on his rise right now.
I think Buckley would absolutely kill Mike Malott.
Yeah, that's fair.
I believe that with my whole heart. So I say that's good. Prospect wise, if we're going prospects that are actual dangerous coming up, I've definitely got these 2 at the front.
Orabai. Should keep Joel quite high in this.
I'm gonna put him there.
I think Joel can still crack the rankings at some point.
Only Orabai has.
Matthews would beat Sam Patterson, I think.
Yeah, that's fair. That looks alright to me. They're all definitely prospects in my opinion.
I agree, because it's like the people that are good but on the way out and the people that just suck.
I mean, I'd add him to that. I'd add Ratiki to that. Honestly, I would. I think he can bang out in PFL, BKFC.
Okay.
Carlos Pratt's win.
Yeah.
Kind of just ruined the momentum behind him. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah. Maybe Salikov there too.
Yeah. I actually really like Salikov though, man. I actually do. Like, he's got some cool knockouts and that, but
he
no,
had his
man.
run, but I don't see him having his rerun at like 40 years old, to be honest. But
I'm gonna put Ratiki up here, you know.
Okay.
I'm gonna put him up there.
That's
His
fair.
2 losses in the UFC are not bad. And then what he lost to Mike Malott. Other than that, he's on a 2-fight win streak. I think he can definitely win a few more fights.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm happy with this list. What are you saying?
Happy, yeah, 100%.
Alright, cool. We'll leave it at that then, bro.